Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel. Seems people like my rant videos for some reason. So the other rant I will have here on the Microsoft and in Windows in general, and not just Windows. It's a more generalized Microsoft rant here about everything they do for consumers, and of course Windows is a big business operating system. It's the majority of computers actually. One of the biggest rants I would give Microsoft is how secretive it is of anything in the future. Like it's some kind of big corporate secret that has to be hidden from everyone. An example. We kind of know that September the 20th is pretty much the date Windows 11.22H2 is going to be released. Why don't we already have that date? Why is it that Microsoft, I don't know, in August, didn't say at some point, so, get prepared September the 20th. What's so secret about a date? Nothing much, honestly. What's so secret about Windows and some of the things they do now? There used to be a time when there was this kind of war where Apple and Microsoft were in a competition. Who's going to design the best OS, the best operating system? Who's going to be the winner of this or that war? And for a long time, that was the thing. It was Apple against Microsoft. It stayed a long time. That is not a war anymore. It's not even a thing anymore. There isn't such a thing as Apple versus Microsoft no more. Apple has its own thing, has its own user base. Microsoft has its own thing and its own user base. There are two directions that are going, each on their own road, and there is no such thing as a competition between Apple and Microsoft anymore. Everybody copies everybody. When I see somebody say, well, Microsoft just copies Apple's designs all the time. Apple copied tons of things from Windows. This is not even a thing. When somebody tells me, oh, Microsoft steals, Apple steals. And they stole a lot. They even have things that Windows had way before. And it's like, oh, they now have that new, fantastic new feature. So I don't take that, because for me is everybody steals. Everybody steals. And so that is obvious. And Apple stole as much from Windows that Windows stole from Apple. And the thing is, because there's no more secret really, it's tough to understand that we can't have an advanced notice of something. I mean, think of business even. You're a business. You want to know in advance what's coming. You don't want to know it like, oh, look at that, it's here today. It's not the way it works. Even in the designs and the different features, why? It'd be kind of cool if Microsoft would come out and say, oh, you know what? What we're planning for the next 3 months is try to bring these new features to Windows. They don't have to say, we are going to have the new features for Windows. Just say, we're going to try to have these. Some might make it, some might not. Actually, we would be a lot more interested in continuing and knowing what Microsoft wants to do if we had at least, well, these are what we're working on. We hope to have them ready. And if they're not ready, well, we can accept that. As users, we can accept that, oh, well, we'll be ready in the next 3 months. They didn't have time to do all of them this time around. Instead, they do these, presentations where everybody's watching. It's like, this is coming, this is there, this is going to be fun. This is an example, Android subsystem. And you end up with half-finished, very limited release features that everybody's like, yeah, you promised this a year ago. It's not even there yet, or it's barely there. Instead of, shoving in our face that this is coming, just make it more relaxed. You don't have to force yourself to do something. Being more open is what will be the best for Microsoft in the future. Being there telling us, look, we're going to stop being secretive about things that are obviously stupid to stay secretive about. Just look at the times that they posted something, it had a name in it. A great example, the Windows 11 22H2 will be called the 2022 update for Windows 11. So there's not a lot of imagination in that name, Windows 11 2022 update. But it says it all. It's the update for this year. Why do they do stupid things like they post something, they made a mistake, it was there and everybody saw it, and because everybody's seeing it, let's remove that and now post one that doesn't say the name of the operating system. It's nonsense. It's like, wow, it's such a secret, a corporate secret to have that name. I mean, come on, guys. Microsoft needs to wake up for that, needs to be more open, needs to explain things better. There's a big lack of communications. And I think a lot of the people that are there to communicate stuff, I don't know, they either don't get the information to talk about, and they are kind of, well, now you're going to talk about this, but they give them partial info, or is it that the communications team is really bad and is always telling us things and messing up? I don't know, but definitely communications is a huge problem. And that secretive side, it's not helping. I mean, the number of comments I see on the channel here of people not really trusting Microsoft could be fixed by Microsoft being more open, talk more, and be not just talking to us, but don't throw us that, crazy thing that you're going to talk about that makes nonsense. They still haven't explained really why the minimum requirements are the minimum requirements. I mean, they gave us it's security and this and that. And yeah, I don't see it anywhere, and I don't see anything that makes it more secure than Windows 10. You're just throwing things out saying, well, this is going to be more secure. Okay. Can you explain? We don't have clear explanations of anything. This is weird because when Microsoft started Windows 10 and the Insider program, it was a much more open company. We had more details of everything. The insider rings, we knew more about what's coming ahead. There was exciting moments there. I remember the launch of Windows 10. I remember how exciting it was. They had created a hype that was really nice, really cool. I think we haven't had that hype since maybe even Windows 95. And the Windows Insider program was exciting. Communication was there, especially with Donna Sarkar. It was really cool. You wanted to be an insider, even if you're not technical. So all of that is gone, and now we're into a secretive, whatever happens, happens. Why don't they tell us if they do have the intention, for example, to have Windows 12? Why don't they just say, so we're going back to a release every 3 years, and you might expect Windows 12 in 2024. What's so secret about that? Just say it, And now we kind of know that possibly it's going to happen, But at the same time, nobody's talking about it and nobody knows really for sure. So let's just hope Microsoft kind of wake up here, because Windows is still a big chunk of money for Microsoft. And for all of those out there saying, well, you got the operating system for free, it ain't free. Okay, it's a semblance of being free. The majority of people get an operating system through a new computer. Okay, the number of people that move to Windows 11 by themselves is really a minority. Where Windows 11 is actually gaining, it's people buying new machines. It's always been like that. It's been like that since the beginning. People moved from Windows 8 to Windows 10 because they bought a new PC, not because of the free offer for the most part. Enthusiasts took the free offer. A small chunk of people that are not necessarily enthusiasts but just jumped on the let's update and see what it is, went there. The majority bought a PC. That PC, you paid a license. It wasn't free for you. You paid a license. Microsoft Windows is still the second biggest money maker for Microsoft. So no, it ain't free. Stop thinking about Windows being free. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.